I want to create an art journal page today in my altered book, and I thought this page could be a good start. In a previous art journaling session, I glued in a bit of a origami paper and some borders on that page. So I'm just going to be continuing with collage today. I'm going to take out my scissors, my glue stick, and start with a little pile on my desk. Because with art journaling, you can start wherever you want. You can do whatever you feel like on that day. And you can have a grand plan with an image that you really want to use and start like that. And you can do like I'm doing today. Just start with some random bits of collage leftovers that was laying on your desk that you want to get rid of, but you don't want to throw out. So that is how this page started out. Just some bits from a previous collage session. And you can see those collages, artworks on my blog. I talked quite a bit about my 365 project in my last video, which I named Art Talk and Coffee, which might be a new thing on the channel this year. However, I did enjoy just rambling on and talking about the things that was on my desk, like the papers I'm using as a canvas for my collages, and my chomp chomper, which I do know is called a guillotine, but I just couldn't find the word when I was doing the chomping, so that was what I said, and I'll stand by it. A chomper is even better word for it, I think. So back to the page. I am gluing random bits to the page in this altered book. It just happened to be green in the beginning, but I will change it up because I'm not making a monochromatic page this time. I'm just wanting to use what I have here at my side. I did speed this part of the video up just so you can see a lot of the process in a shorter amount of time. I'm using magazine bits and strips. Sometimes the edge of a magazine page with text has a color or a pattern, and I usually cut those out. Sometimes these strips are from when I have been creating the books that I sell in my shop and doing bookbinding, and I love those leftover bits. They're perfect to put in the scrap box or my what I call inbox, which is this kind of box that you saw there, that I keep the little bits that should go in the trash if I was a normal person, but I'm an artist, so I keep everything and even the little bits because they fit perfectly into the inbox that is on my desk at all times, that I can always grab a bit of a collage to add to a page or a project that I'm working on. I do save most of the things that I do create, so I rarely repurpose art, but I do make colored copies of my own collages, so that's a piece that I'm using to just make it into a more grungy page, even though I'm not using any paint today. I'm using painted papers and things that I have been working on before, so little bits of this and that. A piece of wrapping paper that I really love the colors of, yellow, pink and green, fitted perfectly. Another trick to make a busy abstract page like this with lots of bits is to divide a patterned paper and add it to 2 or 3 places, like I did with the wrapping paper, adding it to both of my pages. So that's something that you can try and play with, I think. Then why not add a little, it's not even a mouse, I think it's a tiny mole that I found, and I was thinking, will I ever use this in an artwork? I don't think so, because I don't want to have him up on anyone's wall, but I do think he's still cute, so I added him into my art journal where he can live. Then I added in some tissue paper and I've covered all the spaces, so I'm going in with some second layer bits. This is from a collage book of, or actually I'm using it as a collage book, but it's a book of wrapping paper with octopuses and animals. So just cut out a piece of that. To add in even more layering, I've added in some tissue paper that is transparent. I really like how that pulls two different collage pieces that are adjacent together and creates more of a whole, I think. I don't know. I'm drinking some coffee and thinking maybe I'm done with the collage bits for now. I'm just gonna add this in, and then I'm gonna bring out my pens. These are like paint pens with acrylic paint in them. Not my favorite, but they're still good. But the funny thing is, you get two colors in one pen. The thin nib has another color than the thick nib. I don't know how, but as long as you test your pens before you color in or play with them and know what color you are using, it's okay. I decided to do some journaling today on this page. I had this white space and I thought, why not write something? Sometimes I'm just filling my pages to the brim, and I don't know, just forget that it's possible to do lots of different things on a page. I think especially in this journal I've been doing a lot of mixed media. As I started it out playing with a lot of acrylic paint and layers, tissue paper and napkins that I've decoupaged into the book before I even started making real pages. Like, this is a finished page for me. I have added my polka dots and my mark making with a crayon. I have layered and added bits that I want to keep. It's not a cohesive page, but it has some journaling. It is beautiful. I love it. And this journal is filled of all different kind of stuff. So lots of pages like that, mixed media, lots of pages that are half finished. So I'm gonna try to keep working in this book and making more pages. And if you would like to see more of this journal or me working in it, please let me know in the comments below. This page is another one I made with the bunnies there that you can watch from start to finish. Totally different process with lots of paint, of course, than what we did today, but all is good, all is great. So I hope you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.